welcome to a Wolf on Wheels Motovlog and ride along. So it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. There is Eurobeat blasting through my ears, as well as the lovely voice of my companion. I think her name is Eva, and she is telling me where to go and where to watch out for the popo for whenever I have the zoomies. Alright, so another biker. Let's say hi. Ready, bike? And he skips me. Oh my heart. How will I ever recover from this? Alright, so what I want to talk about today is a little bit of random different yaps around ride along and just, you know, stuff about life. Let me just sneak right ahead here. Hello there. Don't be angry, okay? I have privileges. I'm tiny with fears. Come on, show them what you got. Getting bitched up again by these cords. Come on. If I want you to slap me, then I'll ask politely. Yeah, I did not give you consent to bitch slap me like that. Come on. Don't do it like that. Alright. Okay, so summer camps are done. There is still like 3 weeks of summer holiday. Let me tell you, summer camps, always a vibe, always a blast, but hell if I know are they exhausting. But I do love the kids. I love seeing the happy smiles, and I am so proud of my students, because there are actually two students of mine who helped me out with summer camps, and it was a blast, really. So one of the things that I want to talk about is it's like a different kind of Tales of the Classroom thingy induced in a motovlog. It's about that time when we had to teach sex education and they picked me, right? So at one point there was this like we call them project weeks for the students who don't have exams. Like some students don't have exams in Belgium, and we have project weeks. They're like team weeks, and sir, please stay on your on the roads. Thank you very much. And we had this meeting about those project weeks, and we were gonna do something about hygiene, right? Hygiene sounds like a great idea. So you have to imagine that we are sitting in a meeting room, right? And we are talking about, yeah, what should we do? What should we do? We're like, oh yeah. Let's go to the swimming pool. So at least they have been washed once and they are clean. Because believe it or not, but hygiene is a very big problem with a lot of students. We're like, yeah, okay, we agree, let's do that. And then there is like the other subject of being like, okay, oral hygiene, like brushing your teeth and stuff. Okay, let's do that. Healthy nutrition. Okay, let's do that. And then suddenly one of the coworkers say like, hey, it sounds like a great idea to, put sex education right in. And everyone's like, yeah, let's do that. And suddenly everyone is looking at each other, and they're looking like, well, who's gonna give sex ed? And sex ed it's one of those things, like, nobody really wants to teach it, but you know, but there are plenty of capable teachers of doing it, right? Like, you've got the teachers of natural science, you got the biology teachers, you even got religious teachers, the teachers of hygiene and stuff like that. But suddenly, everyone is just looking at me. And I'm like, why are you looking at me? Ooh, more about control. Hi there. They're like, why are you always looking at me? And they're like, well, yeah, okay, can you give sex ed? And I'm like, what do you mean? Can I give sex ed? Like, I teach mechanical and electrical engineering. Like, I do sex, but I do not teach sex, you know. And yeah, before I knew it, I was standing there in a classroom with 13 years old, with a naked cartoon drawing of a man, a naked cartoon drawing of a woman, and Velcro to stick to the right body parts. You have to imagine my face when there was this one kid, let's call him Dylan, and when Dylan took the Velcro piece of clitoris and put it at the guy's earlobe. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Dylan, that's not right. And Dylan was like, what do you mean that's not right? What do you mean? Everyone has a clitoris. I'm like, Dylan, no. Not everyone has a clitoris, you know. I'd say those were the good times because we did have a good laugh with the sex education, of course. Like, because you're talking about sex and about intimacy, and many of the pupils actually have funny stories, or funny shit happens. Like, there was this one other kid, let's call him Bobby, and so we were talking about relationships and stuff, and suddenly Bobby, he takes out his phone and he shows his wallpaper, and his wallpaper is this girl we don't know, but his girlfriend is sitting right next to him. And you know, I'm a curious guy, so I ask him, like, hey, who's the girl in your wallpaper? And he's like, oh yeah, that's my ex-girlfriend. I'm like, why is your ex-girlfriend on your phone and not your actual girlfriend? He's like, oh, she's prettier. My ex is prettier. Like, dude, she's sitting right there. Come on, man, don't do her like that. Kids are crazy. You know what else is crazy? These roads. Holy shit, man. Come on, that's all. Is already coming up. You know, I'm not gonna lie, but driving something like that on a public road should be prohibited. Swear to God, if he is gonna go on the highway, I'm gonna laugh my ass out. also had a blast at the convention. Let's talk about the convention of the past week. So last weekend it was Elftopia, which is like this tiny, cozy Ren Fair cosplay event, right? And the fun thing was that there were actually people who followed me that I saw there, and it was amazing to meet some of my followers in person. I really put into perspective that what I do with Wolf on Wheels isn't just behind the screen, right? It's not all digital. There are so many people that find motivation, that find inspiration, that are genuinely happy and excited to see me. And I have to say, it really touched me. Like, I saw Layla McFairleaf, who is she's a Dutch cosplayer, and just it was so fun to see her, and how happy she was to see me and talking to her. It was like we have been friends for years, even though this was our first time ever meeting, right? And there were just other followers. Like one girl, she asked me like, "Hey, can you please watch my bags while I'm doing my cosplay contest?" And you know, there I was standing with some anime goodies bought on a Ren Fair cosplay event, and cheering her on while she was on the stage. And then the other followers who have been following me actually from since I had 1,000 followers. So I'm talking back to the the early days of Wolf on Wheels, and it was just, it was amazing. I had fun. I enjoyed the chimney bread, enjoyed some free fries because one of my other followers it provided free food. I mean, if you want to win my heart, you're definitely going to win it with food, But yeah, that's exactly the way and the direction that I want to go. I want to continue in being that sweet, wholesome bike talker, because I always used to be mocked for being kind and sweet to others, and now I'm actually just seeing that being me is fine. And this is a lesson. This is actually a lesson for all of you. Just being yourself is more than enough. Being you is exactly what you need and what you want to be. Say this is a great road to ride, but I do not like those roads. Whoa, that was a huge bump. What the hell? Okay, forget I said anything. Fuck these roads. Holy shit, man, I jumped like half a meter up. You okay, baby girl? How can you not sometimes enjoy the simple life and enjoy the simple roads in Belgium, right? I have to say, after canceling my wedding, actually getting my motorcycle has got to be the best decision I made. It really helps with your mental health, it helps with your focus, it helps find identity. Because even with my ex-girlfriend, I was feeling very, very lost, and I wasn't really sure who I was. And after all the abuse and when she left, I was a fraction of who I used to be, and then deciding to going for my motorcycle, you know, really helped me. It partially healed me, actually. Being surrounded by the people who actually care about me. Being cheered on by the right people. I have a lot to thank my students too. My students were really the ones who pulled me through. Because I kept telling myself, do it for them. Come on, go to work, get up, work out, do it for them. They deserve to be educated, they deserve to be taught. Anything that I learned from that really dark period of time in my life is it is that no matter what happens, you can conquer anything you want if you just put your mind to it. And time does heal all the wounds. Because look at me now. I have a motorcycle. I have an amazing partner. I have the best friends. I have my job. I have a motorcycle. You know, you decide your own happiness. You determine your own happiness. Alright, let's talk about best beginner bikes, right? Because this is something that a lot of people always seem to ask me, like, what's the best beginner bike, what bike do you recommend, what bike should I get? I wish I could tell you the answer, but it is as diverse as you would ask me what is the best meal. I mean, some people are going to say pizza, other people are going to say it's spaghetti or lasagna or roasted beef or whatever. It's a very subjective question, but I can give you some pointers. And pointers are also really nice and good. First off, there is nothing wrong with a motorcycle there is nothing wrong with having a motorcycle that has lower cc, right? You see so many people hating, so many people being like, oh my god, if you don't even have 120 brake horsepower, don't tell me that you're a motor rider. Like, no. He's on the rage brake, you know. Like, for example, my motorcycle is a 650cc Suzuki Gladius. And if you would personally ask me, like, what is the best beginner bike? I'm definitely gonna say the Suzuki Gladius. And here's why. First off, this is an extremely fun motorcycle to ride. It has enough power to keep you impressed, to keep you on your toes. But it's also a very forgiving bike. It's also a naked model, so you sit nicely upright, and I can get to my destination without any chronic back pains, you know. Like, for example, I'm riding 90 kilometers per hour. This bike still is as smooth as a knife. Smooth as baby butter, as I would say. And I think that definitely has a charm, you know. this is what I mean. You've got that fun, spunky power, but you're also nimble enough, right? And while there are a lot of people hating on Suzuki Gladius, let me tell you, this thing has got to be one of the most fun and amazing bikes that I've ever ridden. And I have ridden quite a few bikes. So, you know, I made up this slogan and I actually kind of love it. But it's like, the original be proud, get a Suzuki to send out. Well, this bike is the exact evidence of that statement. So, what else are some things that you have to look out for when getting a bike? Well, definitely, like, what color do you like? Do you like naked models? Do you like sport models? It's important that when you get a bike, that it's comfortable height for you. To which I mean, if you're sitting on it, yeah, your foot are flat. If your foot is flat on the ground. Don't go tippy-toeing around, because you're not impressing anyone with a physically tall bike if you're tippy-toeing it. For the smaller ladies among us, yes, there are plenty of motorcycles that you can ride as well, but you're gonna have to work a little bit. Budget, also a really important one. Don't go around spending all your money on the most expensive motorcycle, right? Just because you have an expensive motorcycle doesn't mean that you have the best motorcycle. You know what I mean? It's not a competition, it's not a race. You don't need to have the most expensive bike to impress anyone. Tasting is believing. Sounds like the title of my sex tape.